Lots of mixed reactions on Paqueta to Arsenal in there for you, though a green light for his transfer to London has been really confirmed in there for you. Then William Saliba is back at London Conley in there for you. Then we are having a man who's celebrating his 30th birthday at Arsenal today. We are talking Bernard Leno. We are talking which other player? We are talking very many players, Nicola Pepe and very many others in here for you with a Fabrizio Romano update on Paqueta to Arsenal in there for you. Welcome to this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. The presenter is called Rokani David, and smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today there is a player of Arsenal who goes by names of El Nini in there for you, comes in from Egypt. He came in at Arsenal during the era of Arsene Wenger, and Mikel Arteta really wanted to sell him, but towards the end of the season, he found his importance and really gave him a new contract of close to 2 years, I think, and 1 year and 1 other year and one optional year in there for you. And he has now turned 30. Happy birthday to El Nini in there for you, who really scored a screamer against a side which goes by names of Nuremberg in Germany. That is a man who we are talking about. El Nini is the man of the day. He's celebrating his 30th birthday. So we wish happy birthday to El Nini in there for you, and you can as well go into the comment section and do the same and really wish him a happy birthday in there for you. After that, we get straight to a man who goes by names of William Saliba. He has been spotted at London Conley, as you see him there. He has been spotted at London Conley in there for you, and is back. And guess who took this photo? She's known as Pris Brown 95 in there for you. She's one of the Gunners that we've known for so long in there for you. So William Saliba returns officially at London Conley, and I know Arsenal fans are really going to be excited about his return, but we are waiting to see what is really going to be at Arsenal. Are they really going to sell him to Marseille, or they're really going to retain him at Arsenal, because he might also be wanting to come in here and fight for his position at the side which goes by names of Arsenal? That is William Saliba in there for you at the side which goes by names of Arsenal. Welcome back, William Saliba, and is going to join Arsenal onto their trip, where they're really going to go on to America and play alongside sides like Everton, Columbus, and a team which goes by names of Chelsea in the Florida Cup finale before they really jet back to Emirates to play into the Emirates Cup, because it returns, and Arsenal is playing a side which goes by the names of Sevilla in there for you. So after that story, we go into one of the stories that has shocked me today morning, coming in from the Athletic, one of the most credible sources I've seen in United Kingdom. They say every football story that matters is what they bring you onto their blog. They say that Reiss Nelson is likely to be given another chance to impress at Arsenal, despite earlier speculation he could be sold in there for you. Obviously, there are earlier speculations that Reiss Nelson was going to go back to Feyenoord, and Feyenoord were willing to cash in for him because we really had a very fantastic season. He played close to how many games? 30 games plus in there for you, and I saw him into that Europa League final against a side which goes by names of Roma, and he really played very, very well. So Athletic is confirming to us that Mikel Arteta is looking to give him another chance at Arsenal. When you look at Arsenal, they're really having a very long season. Last season, apart from the 38 games they played in the Premier League, they played some other 6 or 7 games, making them to 45. But the coming in of UEFA Europa League, you know that during the group stages, we're really going to play close to 6 games. There is the round of 32, you know that very well. Those are another 2 games, that is 8. There is a round of 16, those are 10. There is a round, the round of 8, that is the quarterfinal. Those are 12 games. Now let's count up to the semi-final. Those are 14 games. If Arsenal is to play up to the quarterfinal next season, just know they're really going to go in and play 60. Those are how many games? 45, 60 games a season. So when you're having a season of 60 games a season, you need a squad of 22 fully fit players and some other 3 to be extra, especially in certain positions. When you look at Reiss Nelson, he plays well off the left side. and right flanks of the attacking side of the midfield. So wait and see what Mikel Arteta is really going to go on and decide, because Athletic is one of the most credible sources I've known in modern football. They are so credible, and let's wait and see what Mikel Arteta is going to do for Reiss Nelson in there for you. That is Athletic reporting. Sky Sports News has come out and told us that Bernard Leno to Fulham is expected to be wrapped up next week. I think this week. They meant this week because this tweet was really put up yesterday. So this week, Bernard Leno to Fulham is going to happen. Arsenal want Fulham to cough between £10 million to £11 million. That's the amount of money that Fulham is expected to pay to Arsenal. And the reason as to why this deal is almost nearing its age to happen is when Arsenal were playing Nuremberg in Germany, Bernard Leno was not even included into the match squad. Yet when they're playing Ipswich Town, he was the one who started in goal in the first 11 players that played the first half. And in the second half, they brought in Okonkwo for him. That means that if at all he was not really going to go, he would have really taken part into that Arsenal game against a side which goes by names of Nuremberg. And it was reported yesterday that Arsenal never really included him into that game because they thought that if at all he really gets an injury, they'll lose out on money, especially from a side which goes by the name of Fulham. So expect this deal to happen this week. That is Bernard Leno to a side which goes by the names of Fulham. Freddie Paxton, sports journalist. He supports Arsenal home and away. Featured on The Guardian and Times in there for you, plus Al Jazeera. He has told us that Arsenal are working hard to move Nicolas Pepe on. Both player and club agree it will be for the best of the two parties. Obviously, there has been a fallout. There has been a fallout between Nicolas Pepe and the manager. I don't really doubt the talent of Nicolas Pepe and his performances at Arsenal, because he's one of those players that was the best, that performed better in that season of 2020 when Mikel Arteta came in. Even in that season of 2020-2021, he performed very well. Nicolas Pepe was really on fire. I remember into that game where they beat Man City in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, that cross that he brought in, and Mikel Arteta, and Aubameyang, the ex-captain of Arsenal, who is now at Barcelona, scored that goal in there for you. He was so much fundamental in there for you. So I really believe there is a fallout between Nicolas Pepe and the manager that has not yet hit the media. But stories like this really come out when the player really leaves Arsenal. Reality will be shown to us. Indeed, we will know who is behind this. Is it Mikel Arteta who hates the player, or the player is really so much in hating of the manager? So we wait and see what is really going to come out of this, because it's a deal that very many teams will like to go on and really go ahead to do, but the problem is the money. Even Pepe might be so stubborn, and the agent, remember, he changed his agent and he tells him, please, for me, playing football is not my major aim. That's why he's not pushing for the move, because if at all Pepe was pushing for the move, he would have really played very well in these games like the preseason. He would have really made a statement such that he really gets new suitors. But the Pepe is playing looks like I'm okay being at Arsenal. They pay me £170,000 a week. Which team is going to pay me that money? Why not be here until when my contract expires? Remember, his contract expires next summer. So Arsenal really trying to really sell him. And remember, he's the most expensive signing of Arsenal in history. They signed him at £73 million from Lille, and he came in here, but he has not yet lived up to the occasion. That is Nicolas Pepe in their place. So we wait and see where this deal of Nicolas Pepe is really going to happen, and where Nicolas Pepe could go in there for you. Can he be like a Phil Jones? Phil Jones was being offered to a loan in France and said, no, I'm going nowhere. I'm here to fight for my position. So is Nicolas Pepe ready to stay at Arsenal and really fight for his position? Because Mikel Arteta was so much on defensive when he was always asked why he never rotated players at Arsenal enough, especially in that Eddie Nketiah scenario when he scored goals against Chelsea and went on to score very many until the end of the season. He said that the problem is we had only one competition to participate in. So will Mikel Arteta really be okay to keep a player like Nicolas Pepe, because this time round they are into Europe and they are going to play in the UEFA Europa League. So we wait and see how that transpires in there for you. That is the man who goes by names of Mikel Arteta in there for you. So after that, we go on to talk about a man who goes by names of Lucas Paqueta in there for you. Lucas Paqueta is looking to leave Olympic Lyon. Newcastle are interested in the Brazilian, although Arsenal could push hard to bring him to the Emirates. That's what we are being told in here onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. So Lucas Paqueta is one of the most interesting players I've seen in the world football. He's a Brazilian, plays very well. He can play as a central attacking midfielder. He can play as a left attacking midfielder in there for you. He can play in almost every advanced position in the midfield, and Arsenal are in for him. So Footballand is telling us that Lucas Paqueta is reportedly looking to leave Olympic Marseille. Newcastle are interested in the Brazilian in there for you, and Arsenal are also pushing for the move. Then Freddie Paxton has given us an update on Lucas Paqueta. He says that I spoke this afternoon with his agent, Eduardo Oram. As of now, Arsenal have not made any official offers to sign Paqueta. The player and his camp are waiting patiently to see what happens in the coming weeks. Door open for him to leave Lyon. So that's why I've told you that there is green light for Lucas Paqueta to leave a side which goes by names of Lyon. A door is open for him provided good money comes in for you. And soon in our next tweet, we're really going to see how much is being valued in this player by side which goes by the names of Lyon in there for you. Jean-Michel Aulas, the president, coming out and really saying lots of things about this deal in there for you. Now, Ekrem Konoir, he's a French journalist, latest transfer man who really gives us transfer news from all over the world. He has told us that Arsenal and Newcastle are interested in Lyon and the Brazil midfielder Lucas Paqueta. It looks like Arsenal and the side which goes by names of Lyon are back in a battle in there for you for a man who goes by names of Lucas Paqueta. Remember, Arsenal wanted Bruno Guimaraes, and guess who won the battle? It was a side which goes by names of Newcastle. And this time round, Newcastle and Arsenal are really pacing up for a player who goes by names of Lucas Paqueta. And to me, I really believe that if at all they will meet the realistic evaluation of Lyon, the player will choose Arsenal over Lucas Paqueta, because there are very many Brazilians at Arsenal. The three Gabriels, Gabriel Magalhães, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and now there is Marquinhos. So I think the atmosphere at Arsenal is so much welcoming for a player who goes by names of Lucas Paqueta. And secondly, Arsenal are playing in Europe. That is the UEFA Europa League, and Newcastle are not there for you. So Arsenal have really proven to us that they can go on and stretch their finances and really bring on the players that really believe that they want in here onto this channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button in there for you. Now, Diarios AS has told us that Lucas Paqueta's representatives have not denied Arsenal interest in the player. Lyon would be willing to sell him for 65 million euros in there for you. That is like 55 million pounds in there for you. And looks like Arsenal really in for Lucas Paqueta. They really like him according to reports, because the representatives of Lucas Paqueta have gone ahead to say that obviously the player is wanted. He's one of the best players in Europe, as hailed by Thierry Henry, the former captain of Arsenal. So Lyon is willing to sell, that's it, but they want 65 million euros. 55. Obviously, Lucas Paqueta, to me, he's better than Rafinha. If Arsenal was paying 50 million pounds for Rafinha, why not go in and cough out that money to a side which goes by names of Lyon and they pay 65 million euros either for you? Then Ben Jacobs had this to say about this deal. He said, Arsenal interested in Lucas Paqueta, but no bids made. Lyon will let Paqueta leave, but Jean-Michel Aulas still wants at least 65 million euros plus bonus add-ons. Back in January, he said he would hold out for 80 million euros, but told price won't be quite that high. That is a man who goes by names of Jacobs Ben. You know him very well. He is a CBBS sport journalist in there for you, and he broke very many stories. He's the first journalist to break that story of a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus to decide which goes by names of Arsenal. He was the first journalist to come in and break that story, and in here onto this channel, we really went ahead to really bring you all those stories in here onto this channel. So just smash the like button, guys, comment and share, and if you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go to the lower right bottom corner and subscribe to our channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So even Fabrizio Romano had lots of things to say about this deal. He said, at the moment, Arsenal have not made any proposals. It will be a situation to be monitored until the end of the market in there for you. So he's telling us that the situation of Lucas Paqueta to Arsenal will be monitored until the end of this. So that means that Arsenal are not really having Lucas Paqueta as one of those players that is really going to come in and hit the ground running in there for you. Or he's not topping their list. He's on the options in there for you because his club would like 60 million euros to 65 plus add-ons in there for you. Obviously, he's worth it. He's worth it according to what other players in Europe are really costing. He's worth it according to me. That is Lucas Paqueta in there for you. So Fabrizio Romano is also confirming this deal in there for you of Lucas Paqueta to a side which goes by names of Arsenal in there for you. So he's saying that at the moment Arsenal have not made any proposals. It will be a situation to be monitored until the end of the market because Paqueta would love to play in the Premier League. So Paqueta has interest to play in the Premier League. I think the likes of the Guimarães in there for you, the Brazilians, have told him that please come to the Premier League and let's enjoy. But Newcastle is really chasing up for the player. They had made a bid of £34 million, and the president has really come out and confirmed that bids have come in, but none of those bids is realistic as close to what we evaluate the player who goes by names of Lucas Paqueta in there for you. So Lucas Paqueta, to decide which goes by names of Arsenal, is really on. Genuine Arsenal interest has been registered and confirmed by top-tier journalists like Fabrizio Romano, Ben Jacobs in there for you, Akrem Kona in there for you, and now we are waiting to see what will happens into this deal of this month. Now, let me bring you this last tweet in there for you from the president of Lyon. He said, has confirmed the club have received bids for Lucas Paqueta. Their proposals for him, the coach gave us his opinion, and there is also what the player wants to do. Obviously, they've received bids. The president is saying they've received bids for Lucas Paqueta. Fabrizio Romano is saying no bids yet have made. So that's what I call mixed reactions for you. So we wait and see, and we are here waiting to see what really happens for this Lucas Paqueta deal, as he really yearns to decide which goes, as he really yearns to come to the Premier League, and we are waiting to see which side is really going to win him in there for you. It says that even Spurs are really so much into this Lucas Paqueta deal. You get there so much into the Lucas Paqueta deal. But before we sign out and really let you guys watch the video and let us know what you think about Lucas Paqueta, allow me to really show you who Lucas Paqueta is. Lucas Paqueta on your screen. There you go. Lucas Paqueta is a Brazilian who is 24 years of age, quite young in there for you. He's 1.8 meters tall, and he was born in Rio de Janeiro in there for you. And last season, Lucas Paqueta played 35 games in League One, 9 goals plus 6 assists. That means was involved in 6 goals into that. Then he went to play in the UEFA Europa League. He played 9 games, scored 2 goals with an assist. In total, he played 44 games. He scored 11 goals and he had 7 assists in there for you. That means he was involved in 18 goals. For a midfielder like Paqueta, that's not a bad return according to me. He's not a bad return. Not at all. It's not a bad return. It is a very good return. If at all you play in the midfield, if especially in the central midfield, and you play 44 games and you really score 11 goals and really get your team some 7 assists, he's worth it. I think he's worth it because if Ajax is really requesting for £65 million for Anthony, and Rafinha has gone for close to 75 million euros or 62 million pounds to Barcelona, why not really get a 24-year-old Lucas Paqueta and pay that money? I think it's better Arsenal to go in and pay that money, and I think it's really worth it. Paqueta is really worth that money, and Lyon, I know what they do. They will sell expensively until otherwise they really become in the fix when the player is running down his contract. But if at all Lyon is in the driving seat, they will go on and milk out every penny from a side which goes by names of Arsenal for Lucas Paqueta. So guys, tell me what you think about Lucas Paqueta to Arsenal. There is genuine interest registered and confirmed by people like Fabrizio Romano. The deal is on. Then tell me what you think about Bernard Leno going to Fulham this week. Aaron Ramsdale was going to don into shirt number 1 of Arsenal. Remember, he was really putting on shirt number, was it 30 something in there for you? 30, as he really came in at Arsenal because Bernard Leno was really having shirt number 1. This time round, he's really going to get that shirt number 1 in there for you. Nicola Pepe and Arsenal have agreed for the betterment of any of the two parties. They should move him on from Arsenal to another club. Do you think he's really going to get another club, or he should stay and fight for his position at the side which goes by names of Arsenal? Then it's a happy birthday for El Nini in there for you, and very many others in there for you. And by the way, lastly, retaining Reece Nelson. I really want to see your views onto that. Arsenal really planning to retain Reece Nelson at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Do you really buy the idea or not? All that into the comment section below. Go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. It's a Monday, guys. Let's see how the Monday is going to go as far as the transfer news is concerned. But here onto Rokani Media Football, we are ready to really give you the best that you guys deserve. I'm out.